Listen to the vibes.
Welcome everyone to another episode of Vibes, and love to welcome here Keldamuzik, who is a hip hop artist and also an actor, a producer, a host, and an entrepreneur. He wear all kinds of hats.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And it's crazy wearing all these hats, but you know what? I look at it as I don't have children and these are my babies. And each brand I'm trying to grow as if they were my child.
Well, tell us a little bit more about you.
Yes. So I've been in the entertainment industry since I was a kid. My mom used to take me out of school to attend auditions for, you know, children commercials. Cereal commercials, clothing commercials, toothpaste, all that stuff. And although I was never really successful, it was pretty fun. And it just gave me the experience of, being around other kids that are in the same boat as I am. And as I grew older, I started dabbling into modeling and then eventually music. I released my first album officially 2001, 2005. And from there, that's when I put on the business hat and I started booking myself. I started conducting outreach to different music licensing companies to where now my music has been licensed all over Viacom. And for those that don't know who Viacom is, they are the main network that manages Bravo TV, Oxygen, MTV, VH1, BET. So I have my music all over that platform as well as Sony Entertainment. And I've toured internationally from the Caribbean to Japan to Switzerland. And I've been dabbling in the showbiz um, area recently. I produced my own short film, and my film's been featured in about over 200 film festivals worldwide. And I've just been learning the industry in that capacity when it comes to the short film circuit. And I also started my own line of berets called Tamz. So that put me in the fashion industry to where I'm not only having models wear my berets on the runway, but I'm actually hosting the fashion show, and I'm, describing all the designs, everyone else's designs and stuff. So yeah, things have been moving along pretty well for me, and there's not one thing that I enjoy doing more than the other. I enjoy doing it all.
What keeps you from getting discouraged?
What keeps me from getting discouraged? I would say rejection. Rejection is supposed to discourage you or scare you in some sort of way. And for me, it's motivation to do better, to do bigger. I remember one time I walked into a radio station at Clear Channel here in the Bay Area, and this DJ walks in, and the radio personality guy introduced me to the DJ, and the DJ said, "Well, I never heard of you, Keldamuzik. There must be a hole in your marketing." And that right there gave me the motivation to want to fill those holes. And I certainly did.
And now you have music featured on, like, what was it, the Desperate Housewives or something?
Yeah, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Gosh, there's so many different platforms and even like online, different video games and influencers have picked up my music and that are using it. So yeah, it's pretty successful.
And what do those doubters have to say now?
No, oh, well, one of them I ran into recently at an event, and he was like, "Hey, I see you." He was like, "Keep going," and I'm like, "Yeah, uh-huh."
Well, what keeps you grounded, keeps you from being one of those snooty, don't touch me kind of people?
You know what? You have to be human with the people. That's why they have reality shows, because people are tired of fiction. You know what I mean? Um, we want something realistic, and when you watch reality shows, you can relate to how people are reacting towards each other or situations. And I feel, as a entertainer and as an entrepreneur, you have to be in touch with your audience, and you have to relate to them and resonate with them. If you can't do that, then it's gonna be hard to be true to yourself, and your longevity will be cut short.
And you have a show on Tubi?
Yes, I do. I have a talk show called Diva Talk Tonight. It's on Tubi. There's a total of 12 episodes. We'll probably go back into production again in in the spring. And for that, guests have to be at our location in the studio. Um, and then I have a podcast, which is on all the major platforms that you're probably on as well. And that is virtual. So again, I'm just like spreading myself really thin, but I don't mind.
So who all's been on your show?
It's been a lot of local people, but it's people within the entertainment industry. We've had musicians, we've had models, actors, filmmakers. As a matter of fact, I did a voiceover for a cartoon, and I invited the the writers and the producers of that cartoon to come on the show, and I interviewed them, and we played a little clip of my voiceover in the cartoon. So yeah, I'm just kind of like open to anything that's cool, anything that people would find interesting, a compelling story. That's what it's about.
Uh, Do you find that success is coming to you because you're trying to help other people succeed?
Definitely. And I believe that, like they say, where it takes a village to raise a child,
Yeah.
it takes a team, and it takes supporting others in order for you to become successful. And when we're talking about the entertainment industry, which is an alternative industry, right? Like, not everybody wins, especially being in front of the camera. You really have to take a lot of people with you and help a lot of people. And I find myself doing that from the music perspective, producing films when I cast friends and family, and when I even have models walk the runway with the berets. We don't limit ourselves to anyone. You could be any shape, size, age, background, whatever. You're just wearing a beret and you're feeling like a model for a night or for a day. So that's what I believe in, just expanding my resources to others, because I know eventually it's going to help me as well.
Hey musicians, tired of fumbling with your tablet or phone on stage? Meet Black Box Prompter, the smart, discreet teleprompter your audience won't even know is there. Perfect for live performers delivering their best without squinting, swiping, or scrolling. Never forget a lyric again. Visit blackboxprompter.com with promo code VIBES to get 10% off your next purchase.
Well, you're doing all these things. I know you're open to all of it, but is there one thing that you would rather do more than the others?
You know what? Performing is my passion. So as long as I'm in front of an audience, regardless of what I'm doing, music, theater, or film, TV, I just want to entertain.
Well, I've read your bio and you've left out a little bit. You've done quite a bit.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I was in a play before, and that was new for me. I've actually been featured on not Amazon, Honeywell products, Bendex King. I did an ad for them, and they were promoting their new aircraft. You know, aircraft parts or whatever. And I did an ad for that. And yeah, I've done a lot. Like, some of the stuff just hits me sometimes, like, oh, yeah, I did that too. Oh, and I did that too. So,
Yeah, you were in a movie.
yeah, I was in a film called First Date. That's streaming on Hulu and Disney Plus. I play Mike's mom, and it was crazy. Just from that film, I received a lot of press and featured and different publications and stuff. It did a lot for me.
Wow. How does it feel? I mean, how does it make you feel when you've seen how much you've accomplished?
It makes me feel proud, and that the hard work that I've invested in it was all worth it. Again, this is the industry; not everyone makes it, and there's people who've been working hard at it for a very, very long time and have not ever got paid. Um, I've been getting paid doing this for a long time, and I get calls now just from random people. Hey, could we interview you? Can you perform here? Can you host this event? Would you be willing to, do media coverage for this event? I just get called from all angles because I set it up that way. And again, if you're not willing to put in the time, effort, blood, sweat, and tears, and money, then you'll be doing this for a hobby forever.
Well, you're doing all these things, and all the people that you meet. Is anyone out there has tried to take advantage of you?
Oh, there's been situations, plenty of times where people have tried to take advantage of me. Especially dealing with different publicists, right? Because they think that you're rich and, hey, we can make you a star overnight, or I could get you featured, in the next Elle magazine or whatever.
Mhm.
And all you got to do is just give me $15,000. And so it's just so funny to me. I just laugh at that stuff now because I've learned so much in the industry. I've educated myself. I've, been around other people who are, really extremely successful in this industry. And you just kind of learn after a while, like what bullets to dodge.
Right? Yep. When my
Hmm.
kids were little, there was an advertisement for some production company. They were coming out. They wanted kids to audition for a Disney
Hmm.
show or something like that. And so my kids wanted to do it. I thought, sure, why not? Give you a
Hmm.
chance. And of course, you have those people that say, if you just give me $15,000, I can
Hmm.
guarantee you they're going to get on there. You got to watch out for them folks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've learned my lesson a few times.
It, it's amazing how people will just prey on people's dreams.
Yeah. Yeah. You have just a lot of snakish, sharky people out there that don't care, and everything's a money grab. So even if it's a project they're not even directly working on, they're indirectly working on it. They're gonna try to find some way to capitalize off of it.
Well, you've tried to do things the right way. If there's someone out there, they're watching what you're doing, and they want to do what you're doing. Do you have
Hmm.
some advice for them?
Yes, definitely start attending networking events, and hey, we have social media now, um, or we've had social media for some time, but this is your chance to use social media to your advantage. Do research, follow other leaders in your field of work that are successful, that are moving mountains, that are making a lot of money. Study from those people and try to figure out ways that suit you well, that you could bring to the table and benefit someone. So whether we're talking about music, TV, film, fashion, whatever the case may be, come up with something organic, something natural that no one has ever seen or done before, and shock people. You'll be surprised how many people will be at your feet. It's almost like walking into Shark Tank and you just have this phenomenal idea, and either they're going to like it or not, but the ones that they do like, boom, they hit. So you just really have to think out of the box. And again, do your research. Google is your best friend. Social media is your best friend. Connect with people. Start talking.
Yeah, and watch out for those scammers on social media too. How many?
Oh yeah.
Has anybody tried to be you on social media?
Yeah, there's been a few times that has happened, and next thing you know, like I'm getting people DMing me on my normal page, like, "Hey, sending me screenshots, like, hey, is this you? Did you create this page?" And I'm like, "What? No." And I'm like, "Okay, somebody's up to something." Luckily, it wasn't nothing horrible. They just used it for a dating app.
Oh
So,
Lord.
yeah, I'm like, "Okay, that wasn't me. That was not me."
So, are you gonna add author to your resume? Because it seems like you got a good book right there.
Eventually, someone asked me that yesterday. Actually, that will be in the works sooner or later. Um, at first I was gonna do like a series on my life, and cast a whole crew to play Kelda Music, family and friends. And then after that, I was going to do a book, so that could go hand in hand. But yeah, that'll be in the works pretty soon.
Yeah. Are you doing any touring or anything right now?
Right now, I'm just focused on music licensing and, touring. Probably look at doing that later this year. If I do tour, I want to go back overseas, just because it's a little bit easier as an independent artist. But right now, I'm just kind of doing one-off shows here and there. If a promoter calls me, hey, I want you to, open up for this artist or, perform here, then, I'll do it. But I don't have an actual solid tour together yet. Not right now.
And you hit top of the charts in Australia?
Yes, my song "Thirsty" was on Kiss FM for a consecutive 3 weeks in Australia, and yeah, it was pretty cool. I've gained a lot of Aussie fans.
Now, do you have a website?
Yes, you guys can visit me on keldamuzik.com, KELDAMUZIK.com. You'll find all my social media pages, my latest music, videos, TV, film projects, fashion projects, and more about my marketing company, Diggs Media Group.
Awesome. Well, what I like to do is put my guests' information in the description to make it easier for folks to find you. So I'll put all your website and social media. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. It's been great.
Well, next album comes out. Make sure you let me know. We'll have you come on and talk about it.
Yes, definitely will. You got it, Kyle.
And I also want to thank all you folks out there. If you are new to the channel, I hope you'll come back. Please hit that subscribe button. For my regulars, you guys are awesome because you make it possible for me to do this. Until the next one, everyone, please take care. Be kind to one another. God bless and peace.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Listen to the Vibes. You can catch us on Buzzsprout or wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. And on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook at The Vibes Broadcast Network